Some crazy headlines. I know the real Satoshi's, apparently he claims he's the real Satoshi. Is he going to sue Apple over the white paper? That's right. Yeah, maybe a little bit of copyright infringement. If he is the real Satoshi, we're going to dive into that. Who is this guy? I've maybe heard of him before. Self-proclaimed Satoshi targets Apple for allegedly breaching copyright with the Bitcoin white paper. The potential implications. Wait a minute, they're saying his name. Oh, is it that guy? That is right. Self-proclaimed Satoshi Craig Wright, everybody. He's now accusing Apple of breaching copyright by including the Bitcoin white paper in its Mac OS systems. This was rediscovered over the past few days. It was originally found in 2020.
Yeah.
Some social media users are facetiously urging Wright to sue the tech giant, implying that such a lawsuit would extremely likely be unsuccessful or counterproductive, considering Apple's resources and legal expertise. Yeah, I think it's fair to say Apple has more money than probably every human. I haven't looked at their coffers lately. It's been a long time, but historically speaking, vast amount of just cash sitting in the reserves.
Has he actually started doing this yet, or people are just suggesting he should do this?
Well, let's find out. I don't believe he has. He's floating it around, though. The discovery, was rediscovered by tech blogger Andy Bayo, Scott's brother there. But this report... They're saying he's best known for his approach to claiming intellectual property rights over Bitcoin and its underlying technologies. They refer to this as patent trolling, where you'll file numerous patents related to Bitcoin and blockchain technology, and then you can establish legal control over its development and use. Patent trolling is a strategy. They acquire or files patents with no intention of developing or marketing the technology. Instead, they seek to assert their intellectual property rights against other companies. This allows them to demand licensing fees, royalties, and engage in costly legal battles there. We don't think he's Satoshi, of course. I know Vitalik has called him out like very, very directly.
Well, and this exact approach is part of why people can't stand him. Like, if you hear me complain about him or say he drives me crazy or anything, this is why. Because nobody likes suing and using legal law and litigation more than Craig Wright to try to enrich himself and for no real positive purpose. Like he was just talking about right there, basically doesn't want to develop the technology, just wants to make sure people pay him for using it. And claims that he's Satoshi, even though he can't prove it, but he knows it's unlikely that anybody else can. So he tries to use the legal system to his advantage as much as possible.
And we would look at his tweet. However, when we go check on it.
Yep, blocked. He does the other thing. He blocks everybody.
Yeah. So. Let's talk about this jobs report. March jobs report. Economy added right under 250,000 jobs, 236,000 as hiring slowed. Unemployment fell to 3.5%. It's a solid gain, but the weakest showing since December of 2020. That is significant. The unemployment rate, which is calculated from a separate survey, fell from 3.6 to 3.5, close to a 50-year low, the Labor Department said on Friday. Fell sharply. The unemployment rate for blacks fell to 5%, and they had forecast 230,000 job gains, according to a Bloomberg poll. What is the labor force participation rate? Is an encouraging sign that could ease wage growth and inflation. The share of adults working or looking for a job edged up to 62.6% as the sturdy labor market drew in more Americans on the sidelines. That's the highest since the pandemic started in early 20, but it still leaves it well below the pre-COVID level of 63.4%. So that's about 2/3 of people either have a job or looking for a job. 1/3 just actively just not participating in the workforce, not looking to participate in the workforce. And those people will not be counted in any kind of unemployment data because they're not looking for a job. So they're not technically counted as unemployed, even though they aren't employed. All right, what is wage growth rate? Average hourly earnings rose 9 cents. Woo!
Whoa. Don't spend it all in one place.
Yeah, to $33.18, pushing down the annual increase to 4.2%, nearly 2-year low from 4.6% the previous month. Guys, that's not that bad, all right? Because you're working 40 hours, $3.60. You know how much that buys you? You know what that buys you? Water, okay? This size, though, you can't even afford a Fiji. First, I wanted to share this. The other one's going to segue in this. Market is now expecting another 25 basis point rate hike in May.
2 to 1 odds.
Yeah, so it's about 2 to 1 odds there. Not looking great. Great stuff. Great stuff. Favorite cheese on a burger? Go.
On a burger, probably pepper jack. I'm a solid pepper jack guy.
Pepper jack is a good choice. Very good choice. I respect pepper jack. Cheddar's
always
good.
a great choice.
A thick, good cheddar.
Yeah,
Swiss is good. Some people, even like good cooks, they prefer American cheese. Just something about how it melts. I don't know.
Not for me.
Also, Decker, he had a little bit of fun with ChatGPT. Give me 3 cool names for a crypto. Let us type in your cool name for a crypto.
If you were naming your own crypto project?
Yeah, you're naming your own crypto project. You know, what do you name it? These are 3 just quick examples from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Nebula Coin, Solaris X.
I like that one.
And Cypher Pulse.
They're all pretty good.
They're all kind of pretty cool. They're a little bit edgy.
Yeah. If you had to pick between those 3, which ones you're picking?
I like Nebula Coin.
See, they're all good. I would pick number 2 for sure. Solaris X.
I do like them all.